Trials match from 2007 between improbable opponents. Kendall Cross in the red, Brent Metcalf in the blue. Kendall Cross, Olympic champ in 1996, and Metcalf looks for the takedown. You can see Kendall just keeps hold of that wrist, though, and Metcalf did get the 1 point for the takedown, but Cross got 2 on the exposure. So it's 2-1, and Kendall Cross, ever dangerous and unconventional. And he gave some Hawkeyes nightmares over the years. So 2-1, back to our feet. This match gets a little wild to score with the unconventional techniques from Kendall. Metcalf now working from short offense, trying to get around behind, and he's so close to the takedown, but Kendall Cross still has that wrist, and as we've already seen, he threatens from there. Now Metcalf in a little bit better position. Cross, though, with that overhook, and, man, squares up, turns and faces. Metcalf did get the point, though, for the takedown at some point there, so it is 2-2. Metcalf was about 90% of the way to a takedown during a lot of that sequence. I'm not exactly sure where they were to the point, but they did. So it's 2-2, and Cross tries to duck under that armpit. And Metcalf right back to a familiar position already in this match. Trying to get around behind, steps over the leg. Cross, though, is still controlling that wrist from underneath. Gets 2 more on the exposure. Metcalf, though, did get the takedown, so it's 4-3, and then they ended up awarding this last position as another exposure for Cross, and then another point for Metcalf. So 7-4 now, the lead for Metcalf. They gave exposure to Metcalf. So Metcalf now leads 7-4. It's opposite on our scoreboard, but it is Metcalf in the blue with the 7-4 lead. And they will head to their corners for the break. So that sequence back there got a little wild. I think what they probably did was 2-2 on the exposure. And so 7-2 now. Double overs. Kendall Cross, very dangerous from upper body. He can throw. And Metcalf knew that. He posted on the hip, and now Metcalf snaps Cross down, and we've seen this before. Kendall tried to hip in and get the exposure again and gets it. 2-0. Kendall Cross led, and then there's a point as Metcalf gets the reversal. It's so 2-1 now. Kendall Cross leads. Back to our feet. Get a fresh start. And Kendall Cross leads 2-1 with a minute and change left to go, second period. Metcalf won the first period, so Cross needs to win this one, and Metcalf drops to that single. Kendall Cross with a trick knee and comes up, goes double overs, looks for the throw. It's not there, puts himself on his back. And throws back in these days are worth 3 points, but defending a throw, catching a guy on his back was worth 2. So Metcalf, 2 more points, and he leads now 3-2. Metcalf working from a chest wrap position. He would go on to use that position a lot, and sometimes very effectively, other times not as effectively, but 30 seconds to go. Metcalf in the lead. Kendall Cross has got to go get it. Metcalf, a lot of pressure on the back of Kendall Cross's head. Nice little snap go behind there. Metcalf puts another point on the board. 4-2 now. Brent Metcalf leads Kendall Cross, and he's got Cross's wrist to Cross's back. He's going to hold it there for as long as he can if he knows what's good for him. That's what he does. So Brent Metcalf in 2 periods wins that match.